Welcome to Fit, Fierce, and Fearless, the award-winning podcast hosted by Zen. This show is part of the Gen X pole arts ecosystem, where pole dance, movement, and midlife rebellion meet. We talk strength, reinvention, and what it means to take up space as women over 40, both on the pole and off. If you're done playing small and you're ready to move through life with confidence again, you're in the right place. Let's go. Welcome to Fit, Fierce, and Fearless, episode 55. 55. I can't believe it. And my 55th. Well, you're not my 55th guest because some of the episodes were just me, but I'm excited to have Tammi with me for episode 55 because Tammi, you're the first person I ever competed against at PSO. It was only us.
My competitor.
I know. I think it was the first PSO in LA after COVID. I think it was the first one
It
after.
was.
Yeah. And so there weren't that many people, I guess, in general, because some people were still scared and social distancing and stuff. But you and I competed against each other, and I was really nervous because it was my first ever competition and I didn't know anybody. And I was like, oh my God. But I think I went up and I talked to you because I was trying to like calm my own nerves by like, okay, she's just a normal person. It's okay. It's okay. I was so scared. And you look so intimidating with your blue hair and you're tall and your tattoos. And I was like, wow, okay, how's this going to play out? But you ended up being really cool. And then obviously we connected on Instagram like I do with everybody. And then we competed against each other at least one more time. And then every subsequent PSO, there were more and more people in our Grandmasters category. So I think, we were not always in the same category anymore, but I always enjoy watching you perform because you always pull out a really fun character. And let me see if I remember. I know you did like the old lady with the walker, I think once. You did the sexy nun.
Mhm.
I remember the sexy nun. Um, oh, those are the two I remember the most for some reason right now. I'm putting myself on the spot. But anyway, Tammi is an amazing performer. Everybody in
Oh,
the
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
knows you and adores you. And yeah, it's always fun to see what you're working on Instagram because you're always working on something. And now you're flowing, and I love seeing that in addition to the tricks too, and all the good stuff. So thank you for taking time to be here, and I appreciate you. Your background looks amazing. You've got the lights and everything, and
Thank you.
yeah, I'm looking forward to learning more about you. So maybe you can introduce yourself a little bit more accurately than what I just did.
Well, thank you so much for all the love and for having me on. I'm Tammi, and I came to pole because I wanted my ballroom dancing to be better.
Ah.
Now, I'm very spastic, and I call my style of pole aquazotic, as in awkward zotic. But I ditched ballroom because I could really depend on the pole, and I've never been able to depend on a dance partner before.
Okay.
And I just fell in love with pole. Um, it's probably the first time in my life I ever thought I could do something and stuck with it. I'd always been told I was a klutz.
Hmm.
I got kicked out of countless dance classes because my dancing was so bad it was disruptive to the routine.
Oh no.
And and then I found Embody
Hmm.
and the pole community,
Yeah.
and that was it. That was all she wrote. I love it. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it.
How long ago did you start?
Um, well, in my head, I'd like to think it was 2 years ago because of where I am in my progress.
Yeah.
It was 8 years ago.
Okay. 8 years ago. So
Uh,
just right during COVID or before COVID, I guess that was?
Before COVID, I think I started in 2017,
Okay.
and I started doing bar,
Mhm.
and I just looked in the poll room and said, "Oh my God, that looks so incredibly hard. I want to try."
We are so
And
weird like that.
that was
Like,
it.
that looks impossible.
One of the things I say about pole, and only certain people will understand this, but pole is can be very painful. Okay, almost always is very painful.
Mhm.
But this is going to sound weird, but as a woman, it's pain I inflict on myself. It
Mm,
isn't something anybody else gets to control but me.
yes.
And that is just oddly powerful.
Yeah. Wow. I think you just blew my mind because I never really was able to put context to that, and that makes a lot of sense. That makes so much sense. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
And then also, well, then that forces you to learn how to persevere, push
Mhm.
through,
Mhm.
and not quit.
Yes.
So
Yes.
also the poll taught me, don't quit, just keep trying, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's the showing up, right? The consistency. You just keep going and keep going, and I think that's why Instagram is so important to us and our community because we watch our own progress and each other's progress. And that also is a motivator because like you said, you wish or in your mind it's 2 years because of where you are in your progress, but um when you actually look at your videos and see the progress, it's like, wow, I actually have come a long way. Even though it may not feel like it, like sitting
Yeah.
right now. But if I look back to day one or year one, it's like, wow.
When you go to clean out all the old videos on your phone, you'll just happen to hit on one, and it's something that you're doing really well now, but you're still not giving yourself credit for it. You're
Right.
still like, oh God, my leg's not straight enough.
Yep.
Oh, that invert was sloppy, blah 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 blah. The inner dialogue, and and then you look at that old video, and you have to tell yourself, well, okay, you better, you better. You're
Exactly.
making progress.
Like,
And
remember when you didn't even invert at all,
yeah,
you know?
it took me 2 years to get my feet this far off the ground. I had no strength because they don't teach girls upper body strength
Right.
because that would be a little threatening.
Hmm.
And so I never did anything. I went through a period when I was anorexic and went to the gym way too much.
Mm-hmm.
And at that brief period in my life, I had some upper body strength, but then I lost it all.
Yeah.
And so I've really spent all this time just building up upper body strength.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
And
also, if
I'm
you were
finally getting it.
Yeah, you're
Hmm?
strong. I, I was going to say, as a ballroom dancer, you're not working on upper body at all either, really,
No,
except
not
you
at
have to
all.
hold
Well,
your positioning.
trying
Yeah,
to hold your back.
yeah, right. But you're not lifting your body weight like we do in pole. How long did you do ballroom dancing before pole?
um, about 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Um, and I was I got into ballroom dancing because it was one thing my type A husband said he would take time out of his life to do.
Mm-hmm.
He never did.
Oh,
And I really enjoyed ballroom dancing. Again, not good at it at all, but I just love to be on stage.
yeah. Were you, what else is in your background? Acting, other dancing, like any other stage music? Like how did you get your
I
before?
well, I do play drums,
Okay. You look like a drummer.
and
You're such a
And
badass to me. I just love your vibe and your look. Yeah. If you guys aren't watching the podcast, if you're only listening and you don't know who Tammy is, you need to watch because Tammy is a whole vibe. Just yes, you are. I appreciate it.
I am an unapologetic weird old lady.
You're not old, first of all. And weird is a good thing, I think.
Oh, hands down, best
Mhm.
people. Without weird people, life would be so boring.
100% agree.
And I did really like, I just love music and dancing. So
Hmm.
I really did love that aspect of ballroom. And it's a creative expression.
Sure.
But it's not the nicest world to be in when you compete.
Mm.
And so coming to the pole community, I was like, who are these women that are nice to each other? Why are you telling me good job? Why are you clapping for me?
Right.
You're supposed to be waiting until my back is turned and then snark out.
Oh God. Yeah, I
So,
am so glad that we have the type of community that we do. I think that's another thing that keeps me in it and keeps me coming back. No mean girls.
well, you are such an important part of that aspect of the
Aw,
community. You really, you're
Tammy,
just really a beacon for the right spirit. So I applaud and appreciate you
thank you so much.
1000%.
Thank you so much. You're gonna make me like blush and tear up. That's really thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, but it's true. You've really done a lot for the community, particularly the local community.
Yeah,
You
thank
bring
you.
people together and you really push the positive aspects of it. And I just love that.
Yeah, I have
And it's
to.
personal.
It's personal. It is. And there's so much to be down about in life, especially right now with everything going on. But if you
Oh,
guys, everybody who listens knows, if you listen to my podcast, you know my personal story and the shit I've been through. So I had a choice at some point to either let it all bring me down and be a dark person and go there, or use it as a catapult to kind of pull me up and see life from a different point of view and try to support others. And yeah, and I guess that's where I'm going. That's what I'm trying to do. And it gets harder with all this shit going on right now, but
oh,
it
definitely harder. You just want to crawl under a rock or pull all your hair out. And yeah,
times, but I will
it's,
tell you, it's also inspiring me to be more in your face with pole and like my sensuality and my embodied self and be like, fuck you. I'm gonna do what I want. I don't fucking care what you say about women and try to keep us down. Ah. I mean,
well, I fully embrace fuck off and die.
oh, you do. I love it about you.
But also, I think what's frustrating for me, particularly in my age category, is I'm like the last of the boomers.
Mhm.
Um, I have, I mean, we were out in the streets, all the stuff that's getting taken away right now, and I don't want to harp on this too long,
Sure.
but all of the stuff that's getting taken away, we already fought for once.
Yeah.
And the people that were a little older than me, and I was just always of the belief system that as I climb the ladder, I'm supposed to have my hand out behind me,
Yes.
pulling the people up behind me.
Hmm.
And we've lost that. And that's the scariest thing for me. But I
Yes.
get off my soapbox.
No, it's true. It's true. And that knowing history and having lived through a lot of it too myself, it gives me hope that we can also get through this and come out in a better place than we are right now too, because we've done it before. It
Right.
there's enough of us that are still looking back and reaching our hand out. And I think our community is a great example of that too. Like you said, why is everybody so nice and cheering me on? And I think it goes just beyond the studio. Like we all do it with one another in whatever we're pursuing outside of the pole studio as well. And so if we could be an example to others that it's possible, let's amplify it.
Be be the kindness you want to see.
Yes. Yeah.
And I just, but yeah, I love about the pole community that everybody is supportive of each other, and everybody is so wide. It's such a diverse background of people too. I always love hearing everybody's stories when I'm at a backstage at competitions,
Yep.
because the things, obstacles uh, that people overcome to dance is are incredible stories.
Yes.
So that's always a really, I really enjoy competitions.
Are you competing in March?
No, I
Good.
never do.
Okay.
I'm not on the road to championships by any stretch of the imagination. And it's I really like After Dark,
Hmm.
but I may not do it this year.
Yeah. Why?
Well, you know how much work it is,
Yes.
and I feel like I get caught prepping for that routine
Hmm.
for 6 or 7 months,
Yeah.
and I'm really slow in acquiring skills and learning choreography and doing the choreography.
Hmm.
And I think I just want to have fun this year
Yeah.
instead of prep to be on stage and commit my life to that. And I'm very grumpy for those 6 or 7 months.
I get it. Yeah, it does a like a weird mind trip as you go through the process. Even though you've done it before, it happens every time. Like fucks with you.
And aspects of it get easier with
Yeah.
each competition, but then you just get other aspects of it that you weren't expecting.
Yeah.
So, um, but I really would recommend the experience to
Hmm.
anybody. It's it's such a safe place to perform and compete. It's
True.
nothing but love and encouragement, even though we gripe and bitch.
Yes, I know. It's true.
But and it taught me so many things that I've applied in life. I learned how to lose graciously, which I was
Mhm.
really bad at.
Yeah.
And I learned, most importantly, that in life, you're really only competing against yourself.
Hmm.
And that was the biggest takeaway, I think, of competing against myself. Everybody else is just noise.
Yeah. Yeah. That is true.
And I've met great friends.
Yeah. I love going to the competitions as a spectator and a volunteer. I always volunteer. Like the last ugh, two comp seasons, I was injured with, I had a knee injury. Now, knock on wood or something, it's like 90% good. It's so good. I don't want to screw with it again. So I'm not planning to compete. I'm just planning to enjoy this year because the last 2 years I did a lot of hoop because it was easier on my knee. Because I was never on the floor and I could choose to do knee hangs or not. And there was so much else I could do, but I haven't had a good solid year of just working on pole in like 2.5 years. So I just want to get back to that and stay healthy and not get injured this year. That's my
See,
plan.
that's what I want to do. I just want to work on my pole, because the goals that I had for last year got overtaken by, I think last year I bit off a little bit more than I can chew. I went up to level 3. Um, I had wanted to get this aerial invert cleanly. I
Hmm.
wanted to get a brass monkey into a brass hug. And I spent the first 2 months trying to get that aerial invert into the brass monkey and the hug and out of it again.
Yeah.
And then time was rolling up on me, and I'm like, this isn't clean enough to use.
Yeah.
And now you have to come up with this big hole, fix it. So it really stopped any progression I had. And I'm very ADD and obsessive, and I just got stuck on that one thing. It was a great lesson.
Yeah.
Like, if you're stuck on getting a thing, put it away and move on, because you will not get it as long as you're in that obsessive mode.
Right.
Your body will fight against you. Everything will go wrong. You have to put it away, come back to it, and go, oh, I can do this now. This
Yeah.
is cool. I haven't tried this for a month.
Yeah. It's funny that always happens too. You're right. Like you're obsessing over it and you're just working, working, working. And there's something missing in the mind body connection where it's just not happening. And then you go away for a little while and you come back and boom, you do it. And you're like, oh, it's like your body and brain just need time to process it and figure out what the fuck is she trying to get me to do? And it's like, just let me process that for a minute. And then you sleep for like a month and you come back and it's like, oh,
And I have like no sense of direction, and I've just never have been good with what's my left side, what's my right side.
especially when you're upside down, right? Like,
Yeah, and then when you're upside down. So I always have these senior moments where I'm on the pole and I'm like standing on the ground. Yep, this is what we're doing. And then you get on the pole and you're in your leg hang and you're like, senior moment. What was I doing? How do I do it?
yeah,
Wait, this hand, this hand. So in classes, I think it's intimidating for me in class a lot because I am a real loner.
yeah,
So when you're in class, there's all these eyes on you waiting to cheer you on. But I always I kind of get in the habit of putting this disclaimer out like, oh, this isn't going to go like you think. I'm going to have to take this home and work on it and dissect it and overthink it way too much
yeah. That's the process.
until my body just submits.
Right. Oh my gosh. Um, were you, so the upper body strength has been coming as you've been working on it at pole. Do you also
It's,
do any
it's
other
all
kind of
from
CrossFit?
pole.
Yeah, you don't do any weightlifting or anything.
No, I would like to. I would like to think I will.
Yeah.
So, but it's been only pole for almost 8 years now.
Yeah, that's amazing. What about flexibility? Do you do any flexibility training or any of that stuff?
Oh, I'm so lazy. No.
It's not lazy. I mean, if that's not one of your goals and you're not working on like contortion type of tricks or that, then you work on
Well,
what you work on.
so I set out to stretch and really get into the flexible bit. I set a time, but it's it's just, if my brain can't be off, or
Mhm.
it can't need to be off. Like when I'm doing flexibility or stretching or anything like that, when you're in those poses,
Mhm.
man, anything that flits by my eyes is like flamingo. And I just want to stop what I'm doing and like, I need to do something that's not boring.
Yes. Okay.
So that's where I get in with, I do, but not as much as I think I do or would like to.
Mhm. Yeah. No, that makes sense. And that would track with why pole is so um appealing to you because you have to focus on what you're doing so you don't get hurt or you don't die. So you can't be distracted by every little thing that's going on, and your brain kind of has to be forced to focus on what you're doing because yeah, it's like which hand, the right, the left, where's my right, where's my leg going, So I mean that's one of the things I love about it. It forces me to focus like on what I'm doing right now, not worrying about what I'm doing next after or, you know.
Me too. I think it's probably the only time that I really feel present
Right.
is when I'm on the pole.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy the physics aspect of pole. So
Mhm.
that's probably why I overthink it, because I'm not being interested in sports until just a couple of years ago. I got interested in baseball, but not being really interested in sports, and I was always overweight, very overweight. Um, so of course I had no interest in sports or getting up at all, really. And um, this is going to be one of those, I forget where I'm going.
Oh, well,
Um,
we're just talking about being present in the
or not,
moment.
yeah, or and I never played sports
Mhm.
in school. Really did my absolute best to get out of every PE class.
Yeah.
Um, my mother wrote a lot of notes about weird diseases I had. Um, but so I never learned to focus that way. I'm a reader, so I can, with words in front of me, I can focus.
Okay.
But I never really learned to have to be present in the moment, paying attention to what I was doing, and
Mhm.
then also the way you just have to train your body to make it be something you can do without thought.
Right.
That was all foreign to me.
Yeah.
The how much repetition,
Mhm.
and I was 57 when I started pole.
Okay.
So I had played some tennis for a couple years, but it got boring. Uh, I had been a long distance bike rider for about 5 years,
Wow.
but I got bored,
Mhm.
and and then ballroom, and then pole. So that's kind of the extent of my physical activity in
Okay.
life.
Yeah.
And one thing I really enjoy about pole is discovering, oh, the people that are really good because they practice all the time.
Yes. It's true. It's not something you could just do once a week and you're amazing at it. It's that again, it's the
Yes,
consistency, keep showing up and keep just being there. And some days when I go to the studio, I don't really feel like I get much done. I might do more talking than actually doing things on the pole. But even if I'm on the pole for like 15 or 20 minutes out of an hour, it's still giving my body and my mind like the opportunity to work on what is this thing I'm trying to improve or figure out this trick or whatever. So I just think it's that repetition and the consistency of showing up, the discipline of it is what makes you better. Yeah,
I agree.
you can't just go once a month or you know.
And there are those people that were, you know, I think that's another great lesson for me. I'm always looking at other people with longing. Oh, that you have such beautiful form. Oh,
Yes.
your legs are so straight. Oh, you just don't even look like it's any effort at all. How can you do it without making faces?
Right.
And and I was doing that at first and really judging myself. But
Hmm.
then you start learning everybody has a different background who
Yep.
comes to pole. Some people just said, wow, I want to try pole, and they've never been active before. And some people trained for ballet or gymnastics and hoped to go into that professionally, and it didn't work out for them. And so that's what brought them to pole.
Hmm.
And so I started learning, well, my body is just my body.
Yeah.
It's not going to be, it's never going to be that.
Right.
I won't be able to achieve that. Now let's figure out what you can achieve and
Yeah.
how you're going to achieve it for your body. So I really love the fact that anybody can do pole
Yeah.
if you have dedication and
Yep.
you're willing to focus.
Yep. It's true. And that's, what I keep I'm preaching all the time, right? I'm trying to let other women and also men who are in their 50s, 60s, 70s know, like, you don't have to be an elite athlete to walk into your first pole class. You can have any type of background at all, and there will be something you can do. Even if it's just walking around the pole in a pair of pleasers, that gives you a whole new appreciation for yourself and your body. And you walk different, you stand different,
Yes.
and it's fun. And you're surrounded by other people who are going to support you and cheer you on, like you were saying before. So it's like, you can't do that at the gym.
No.
And you don't have to be flying out by your ankles. You could just, you do what you are capable of doing in the moment. And, you progress as you get stronger, just like you were saying with your upper body. As long as you keep at it, anybody can do it.
Yeah, I just, as long as you keep at it.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was 57 when I started. Well, I guess I've been doing it longer than I thought because I'm 66 now.
Okay. Amazing. You look
I don't
amazing.
plan oh, thank you. But I
Mm.
don't plan to quit.
Good.
In
Yeah.
fact, I kind of looked at, when I can't do pole anymore, I'm not sure I'm going to stay here.
Ah, okay. Just keep pulling.
Yeah,
Well,
because it really is my love. And then recently I've gotten into aerial silks.
I was going to ask you if you
Um,
do any other apparatus. So silks.
I
Okay.
so I'm petrified of heights.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my dad was a really fun guy who always used to threaten to push me off things
Oh,
and drive off the road. And then I had an accident when I was a kid and fell off a roof.
oh God.
And so I broke a lot of things. And so heights aren't my favorite. But uh, even I've just gotten to where I'll climb to the top of the pole and hang out and do tricks up there. But for the longest time, I was like, if I'm more than 2 feet off the floor, I'm gonna die. I know it.
Scary. It's like
And now it sucks. I have to go higher, huh?
your brain goes into like a survival mode where it's like, get down,
It's really weird.
right?
In silks, I'm getting where I gradually work up to it, right? So I've just pushed my comfort level a little bit more every time I go higher. Hang out there. So lucky to have great instructors who never try to push me.
Yeah.
They're encouraging, but also they know that I've just got this freaky thing that
Mhm.
I'll get up there and go, nope, nope, not
Yeah.
doing it, nope. So I'm very lucky to have just had such great instructors and coaches, um, but I'm finally overcoming it.
Awesome.
And then sometimes I look at my videos now and I go, you're not thinking about the height anymore when you're doing it. I can tell because I actually move through a
Mhm.
lot of my videos on the pole. The more I am at the top, the slower I am. I'm like, yeah, maybe. Okay, okay, that worked. That worked. Maybe. And I'm loving trusting myself. I don't
Yes.
trust anybody. Most of my life, I have not trusted myself. I
Mhm.
don't have good judgment in men, and I just don't trust myself.
Yeah.
I love uh, both pole and aerial, and I will overcome my issues with hoop. Um, because I'm, for the first time in my life, at started happening last year at 65. For the first time in my life, I'm starting to think I trust myself. I trust my body. I know what I'm doing. I
Yes.
know I'm strong enough.
Yes.
So this year I feel like is really going to be my year because I'm starting to be push myself to go higher and be like, yes, you can do tricks
Yeah.
up here. You're strong enough. You can do it. That is freedom like I've never known. So
Yes.
I just love that aspect of it.
Yes. I I love everything that you just said for so many reasons because first of all to be able to learn to trust yourself as a mature woman, right? After you've gone through a lot of shit in your life where you second guess your decisions and you're like, why the fuck did I do that? I could say the same for all of us because we've all lived. We're not in our
We do a lot of this.
yeah, right. Thank God we didn't have social media to record it all, right? Like, uh, but to get to the point where you can actually start to trust yourself and trust your body, and I get it. I get the bodily trust and also like the trusting in my decisions that I'm making, because that's also something I questioned until probably pretty recently as well, and that's a beautiful thing to accomplish because so many people our age who they just they finish their life out that way. You know what I mean? They stay in those bad situations and with those bad decisions and
Hmm.
they know they don't trust themselves, so they don't want to make any new move because they don't trust themselves to make a better choice. So the fact that pole is something that has helped us to, and other women have told me this as well, has helped us to discover that and to have a new relationship with ourselves in our 50s or 60s. That's so cool. That's so like from dancing with a pole. Like, you know?
Yeah, yeah, really. And I just have told myself so many times, you can't, you can't, you
Yeah.
can't, and that would be my advice to younger girls is don't listen to other people tell you what you can and can't do because it's your life
Yes.
and no one else is going to suffer for the time you give up
Yep.
because you did something that someone else wanted you to do and
Yes.
you had no desire in doing it but you didn't want to rock the boat.
Yes. Yes. Say it louder. Say it louder. And again,
If you don't rock your own boat, nobody is going to rock it for you.
hell yes. It
There's
took
no
me
one.
until it took me until my 50s to realize that. And I still sometimes question, like, am I doing this because that's what somebody is expecting me to do? Or am I doing this because it's what I really want and because what I know is best for me? And I have to like check myself sometimes and be like, no, bitch, that's what your mom's expecting you to do, or that's what,
Yeah.
your kids are expecting you to do. And I'm like, my kids respect me more when they see me make bold choices and be more of myself, I think. Um, so I'm still learning to do my way. So all of you younger women out there, do your thing. Do it the way you want to do it, not because you think it's what you should do, you know?
Yep. And that definitely, I mean, I gave up a couple of, I've done this more than once, given up great career opportunities because I was like, oh, if I do that, I won't be able to keep dating this person.
Oh
You
God.
know, God, no, no. They're
Yeah,
not worth it.
definitely, definitely not. I know that sounds so jaded, but but it's not meant to be mean, it's not meant to be jaded, but there's something to be said about putting yourself first. Like your
Yes,
real true self. Like you don't put a man or anybody, I don't care who it is, a family member,
that's
like,
right.
over you.
I'm so
Abs
excited by the young feminists. I think they really have got it figured out.
It is exciting. It is exciting to see. Even my kids,
Oh,
friends,
my
well, like,
mom did all the lifting.
yeah. Right. Yes, well, they've got, there's a fight coming now, so let's see.
Yeah, 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 the biggest one.
Yeah, so we'll see where it goes. But no, it's pretty fantastic, the lessons that you've shared with us just today. And I think that for the most part, it's been kind of a universal theme amongst all of my guests who have been, I would say, mid 50s and older. It's that the same kind of realizations. And it sounds cliche and kind of corny to say like it's empowering, pole is empowering and liberating, but it is.
It really is. I know. I always want to say that this is going to sound really cornball because been with the women's lib movement since day one. I never thought I would use the word empowering in my
Right?
life because I always kind of looked down on it. But sometimes there's no other word. Pole is empowering.
Yeah,
There's just, well, anything that makes you stronger mentally and physically
right.
and gives you confidence is empowering. That's the definition of the word.
Right. Yes. So we use it. I just
Yes.
I hate being the corny person.
Let me tell you in my elder speak.
Right? Oh my God. Um, oh, I always ask this. Was pole something that you always were interested in, like even when you were younger? Like, or was it literally just kind of an extension of the ballroom dance in the moment and you decided to do it? Like, where was there a curiosity there before?
I had never thought about it before. It just so happened that um, at Body had a bar classes, and people had told me that I needed to work on my core, and so I started taking bar classes, which was pretty good, but kind of boring.
Yeah.
and and I opened the door into the pole room, and I'm like, what? And my bar instructor encouraged me to take a pole class,
Okay.
and um, I was already getting disenfranchised with the ballroom world because it's a money pit, and
Mm.
it's and I don't like phony and fake, and that's ballroom.
Oh
I
yeah.
just liked the costumes and dancing and getting my makeup done.
Yeah.
And my partner was fun,
Yeah.
but undependable. And
Mm.
then when I took my first pole class, I could not do one thing. I
Mm.
was so humiliated, and when I couldn't accept that,
Yeah.
so I kept going back, and the environment was so encouraging. Um, I just felt like I would let them down if I stopped.
Okay.
And so I just kept going, and then it just became a more, okay, this is not going to beat me. I am going to learn how to do this if it kills me. And then gradually over the years, it just became I cannot live without pole. I
Yeah.
love it when the world is so shitty and I just have no power in the world. I just go and do pole, and at least I can make myself stronger for when the time comes that you need me. I
Right.
mean, sometimes that's all you can do.
Yeah.
And so I'm also bipolar, and I have found that pole, the physical activity that comes with pole, and I think the mental challenge
Mhm.
really keeps my bipolar in check.
Mm.
And I have found that to be a very important part of my mental well-being.
Yeah. Oh, that's so interesting. For me, I've had general anxiety disorder and panic disorder for most of my adult life, and it ebbs and flows depending on circumstance a lot of the times. But um, physical activity for me is like a stabilizer, and the more complicated and difficult it is, and the more I have to focus, the better of a stabilizer it is. So, I know it's not the same as bipolar, but I get it.
But they have a lot of similarities, you
Yeah,
know.
there's just
Anxiety is a big part of bipolar.
there's just something about the physical exertion, and that we have got to convince ourselves to do it anyway, even though we're afraid. Like, it's scary. A lot of the things we do are scary. Like you're saying, climbing up the pole when you're afraid of heights, but you're still doing it. So it's like you're gaining some kind of mastery over your nervous system. Like you're overriding it, you're overriding the
I
fear.
love that. That's right.
And
And
that,
I think that's true.
yep.
I think something about it, you do rewire your brain in some way. And well, you have to, because you have to start thinking in new ways.
Yeah. Because where else in life do you face something that's terrifying? Literally, it'll make you shake. Like when I first started training hoop at the Cirque School in Glendale, Womack and Bowman, those hoops, it's a
I was going to
true
say, they're
story. They're
high.
high. Like you stand kind of on tiptoes like this, and you just barely touch the bottom of the hoop enough to grab it, and then you have to get yourself into it. And on top, I mean, you're 20 feet off of the ground or something, and with the pole, at least you have the pole is attached to the floor. Otherwise, it's heavy. You're just looking down. When I first went there, I needed to just sit up there because my whole body would shake involuntarily, because I was like, what am I doing way up here? My brain and my nervous system was like, "Meh, meh, danger, danger, danger."
I think especially when we're older,
Yeah,
you're you've learned your body a lot more. You've learned you know exactly when your brain is starting to get to alert phase, and
yes.
so it's even harder to push through because you're like, now I'm going to totally ignore the thing that has served me well my whole
Right?
life, my fear.
Yes.
I mean, I have to admit, I mean, like, I also hate the fact that I'm afraid. Like, that pisses
Me
me
too.
off.
I could play so much more cooler tricks if I wasn't afraid.
Right? I'm up there going, oh my God. Like, the hoop, what I need to do with the hoop is just sit in it and realize, oh, I'll be there for 3 hours. We aren't dead.
Yes. That's it. That's what you have to do. And then eventually your nervous system calms down enough where you feel like, okay, I can hold it now. Because I would be so shaky that didn't have a good grip. So I was like, then I
Yes.
didn't trust my grip, because I'm like, all of my strength, I don't have control over my body and my muscles right now. I can't possibly hang from this and trust
Yeah,
my
sometimes my arms are just like,
That's what I
and
mean.
then my muscles stop working because they're shaking so bad. And when you have these chicken wings, it's really bad.
Well, the
But
brain knows that
yeah,
it's
so that's right. Classes are very slow process for me because, uh, especially with a new teacher, I have to say, okay, so I'm going to do the very first thing you showed us
yeah.
and just sit there and don't feel like you didn't succeed because I'm chicken shit scared.
Yes. But you do it, and even if it takes longer, you're still doing it, and you're getting over the
Yes,
fear.
that's what I finally had to rectify myself with.
Mhm.
you're still doing it. It takes you longer.
Yes,
Live
right.
with it. Embrace that, because when you do get it, you'll never forget it because you had to do it 1,000 times.
Yeah, that's true. And one of the cool things I love about what we do is that there's not like a prescriptive way. Like, I was talking to somebody else, I think it was Jima, about Jill, about how in martial arts there's the belts, right? You're working towards like a black belt, so you got to go here and do this, this, this. We don't have anything like that in pole. It's like we are just working on. We find what works for our bodies, like you said earlier, and then we just find more things in that vein or whatever, right? Like I'm not doing stupid, super twisty, bendy things because my back is not bendy, twisty back, but I'm strong, so I'm doing more strength type stuff, and that's okay. And we can take as long as we want to take because we don't have like a set amount of time that we need to accomplish something by. I could be at this level for 5 years and nobody's going to give a shit as long as I'm okay with it.
I mean, finally, I just told myself, well, are you planning to be professional?
Right.
Like, no. I mean, I'd love to perform, but this is something I do because I love it. Because if I ever was professional, I would hate it the next day.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But because I know myself well enough, like I can't turn what I love into work because then it's work.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
Um, so then I said, well, if you're not trying to achieve professional status, what's your rush?
Yeah, right.
You know, everybody else is worried about what they're doing. They're not worried about what you're doing. So why do you care?
That's very true. It's
But I
very true.
mean, as long as you want to be your personal best,
Hmm. Yeah.
then because you're doing it for you.
Hmm.
Nobody else. My boyfriend does not care that I do this. It does not interest him in the slightest.
Right.
My family will maybe watch half of a performance video if I absolutely force them,
Right.
but they'll talk through it.
Yes.
So, I mean, you want to be good, you want to put on a good show, you want everybody to go, wow, but in the long run, you're just doing it for you. And I kind of like the fact that the first time in my life, I'm just doing something just for me.
Yes. That's the whole point. That's it. And I think back on my adult life from when I got married until I started pole. And the only other thing I ever did that was just for me was yoga teacher training. And that was like, I practically had to beg my husband to let me take the time and the money to do it, which looking back on it now is just so ridiculous because I really, really wanted to do it and I wouldn't back down. It was the only thing until pole. And then I became a widow. So when I decided to do pole, there was
Oh.
nobody I needed permission. Like I just, my kids, but it was COVID. So they were all, nobody was going anywhere. They were safe in the house with their video games. I was like, I'm going to the pole studio. Bye. I'll be back. We had had enough of each other from, a year and a half stuck in the house or whatever it was at that point. So yeah, but before that, so I think pole really is the only thing I've done for an extended period of time that was just because I wanted to do it. And I love it.
Yeah, I just think that's so neat about it.
Hmm.
That you
We're
can
lucky.
just do it for you and it only takes you. Of
Yeah. Makes
course,
us
that has become what I spend every dime on. I have my expendable income.
there could be worse things to be spending it on.
Oh, totally. I have way more pole clothes than other clothes.
Same. I mean, even though I said, we weren't recording when I said I'm looking out at a pile of clean laundry on the other side of the room from for the podcast because I don't have anywhere to put it. But the reason I don't have anywhere to put my regular day to day clothes is because my living space is full of pole, shoes, costumes, things. That takes priority over like what I wear every day outside of the pole studio. So yeah.
I know. And my mother had Christmas. Ugh, sweats again. I'm 66. This is who I am.
Right.
Please stop. So
She
they
thinks,
never stop that.
oh, geez, great. Yeah, like she expects you're just gonna one time show up in like a formal attire after 66 years of
Or any normal attire. I
right?
mean, I've been weird all my life. That is one thing about my family. Like, you people have known me for 66 years and you have no idea who I am.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I feel that way too. Yeah, but that's why we love our pole community because we kind of
That
get
is really why we love our pole community, is because we're all like,
we're all little,
yes,
yeah, we're all a little
yes, you're
queer.
my people. You're my people.
You get me.
Please be as weird as you want in front of me. I love it. I love it when people that's one thing I love about Paul too. When people are themselves,
Yes.
I,
Yeah.
I just absolutely love it. And
Mhm.
I love to see the people who come in, oh, very stoic and buttoned up, and then just let their inner self out.
Yeah.
That's so much fun.
Isn't that the best? And it never fails. It happens every time. We all start like with a lot of clothes on and very like reserved and not sure if we should talk to anybody. And 2 months later, we're half naked. We're chatting each other up. It's 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 great.
Picking our pole pants out of our butts together.
This is true. See if you're not doing full what you're missing.
Yeah. Well, that's like the scourge of my videos. I couldn't wait 2 seconds to adjust. Oh.
Not great. Oh my goodness.
That one. Is there a
Well,
boob out? Oh my God. Yes. Damn it. I did it right that time too, but a boob was out.
that's why I always put pasties underneath, always, just in case, because I don't want to ruin the video.
I'm too lazy.
Nobody in the studio cares if your boob pops out. It's only if it's in the video that it's a problem, right?
No. Yeah, but it's always when I'm like trying, "Oh, I want to show the world I got this." Oh,
Yes.
no. Not this time.
Oh my
Although
God.
I am always the person at the studio with tape.
Oh, well, there you go. Tape works wonders. I have this like roll on. It looks like a roll on deodorant, but it's sticky. You roll it on your skin and then the clothing.
Ah,
Yeah, it's cool.
I
Instead,
love
I
that.
used to use tape. It's not quite as sticky as tape, but the tape sometimes will stay on the clothes, the fabric.
Yeah.
This is just, it washes off really nice too. I love it.
Yeah, because a lot of times, um, all you need to do is like try to get the top to lay down.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you
Just
just lay down, I won't fall out.
right. Yeah. It holds it just enough, right? Stay in there. Oh my gosh. Okay. And I'm sorry, but I'm
I see
back.
you going, oh my God, it's way late. Well, you can edit a lot.
No, there's so many gems in here. I'm not editing it at all. I think it's perfect.
Did tell you I have verbal diarrhea.
But that's the best quality in a podcast guest, somebody who can talk and feel comfortable doing it. So thank you, Tammy, for being
Oh,
here.
thank you, Nancy.
Good to
Oh, it was
see
a total hoot. I really loved it. Thank you.
and I'll put your Instagram in the show notes and description. So anybody listening and watching, if you don't already follow Tammy, you should. Be a Lilith is her handle. I'll put it in there. Thank you for being here for episode
Thank
55.
you.
I can't believe it.
Thank
This was
you.
joy.
We
I hope to
finally,
see you soon. I hope to see you soon in real life too.
same here. I want to give you a big hug.
Yeah. Mwah. Bye for now.
Mwah. Bye. Have a good one.
Thanks for listening to Fit, Fierce, and Fearless. If this episode moved you, please share it, subscribe, and leave a review. This podcast is part of the Gen X Pole Arts community, which is built for women over 40 who are using movement, pole dance, and courage to rewrite the rules of midlife. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and stay unapologetically you.